Today's episode of All Things Legal has to do with a spider and a can of hairspray and the crime of arson. I'm going to begin with a true story. A woman saw a spider in her house. She reacted the way a lot of women, including my wife, does to spiders. She wanted it dead. So she took a can of hairspray. But she didn't just smash it with the can of hairspray. No, she used a lighter and she made a torch by holding the lighter in front of the hairspray. Spider, she tried to kill him. I don't know if she was successful with the spider. I'm not sure exactly where the spider was. It may have been on her curtains, but she managed to catch her house on fire and burn it to the ground. And as you can see, this is where we get to the crime of arson. So the question would be, under Alabama law, is she guilty of arson? To understand whether or not she's guilty, you first have to understand about what arson is and then the defenses. Alabama recognizes 3 different degrees of arson: first degree, second degree, and third degree. The most serious, arson first degree, is punishable by up to life in prison. And the least serious, which is arson of the third degree, is a misdemeanor, and the misdemeanor can have up to a year in jail. In her case, if she was charged with arson, it would be arson in the third degree. Basically, arson means that without permission, you, by fire or an explosion, destroy somebody's property that's not your own. So if she burned down a house, if it wasn't her own house, in other words, if the bank owned it, as most of us, the mortgage company is who really owns our house, well, she has destroyed property that's not her own. But the question would be, for an arson third, well, was she acting recklessly? And of course, if I was her lawyer, I'd argue, well, no, this was not criminally reckless, it was simply an accident. In this case went to trial, it would be for a jury to decide that. But that brings me to the 3 basic defenses that you see in arson cases. The first one is, it was an accident, which is what we're talking about here. The second one is, hey, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Maybe somebody else did it, but that's common defense number 2. And the third one, which is really just a spin-off of the second one, which is alibi. Not only did I not do it, but I was somewhere else at the time. Look, here's a video of me at my kid's soccer game, or here's my time card from work. I was punched into work. And so those are the 3 basics. I hope that you found this episode of All Things Legal to be educational and informative. I'm your host, Andy Segal, and I certainly hope that you're not in any kind of a criminal jam and that nobody you love or care for is. But if you are and you want our help, just give us a call. Our phone number's below, and thank you for watching.